everyone, my name is Nana and I'm from the Bodhi Academy. So today we'll continue with our video. So in our last video we have seen of air and water and we have seen the air pollution. So how air is polluted, what are the reasons, what are the gases which are the pollutants. So there are lots of pollutants. Some of them are because of the industries, they release various gases. Some of them are from automobiles. So there are various gases which can cause the pollutions, and we have also seen their effects on the living and non-living things. Now let's start with the case study. So one of such thing that how this pollution affects a non-living thing that we're gonna see. And for that, we have taken the example that is Taj Mahal, which is a famous monument over 2 decades and a big attraction for the tourists. Lots of tourists visit India to watch the Taj Mahal. But this Taj Mahal, it is located in Agra. And it has become a matter of concern. Why it has become a matter of concern? Because experts have found out that the pollution in air, the air pollution is a, the air pollution affects the marbles of this Taj Mahal. So if we observe the Taj Mahal in initial times, like the time it was built up to 20 to 30 years from that, it was pure white marbles. But nowadays, if you observe the Taj Mahal, the marble has changed its color, right? So it is because of the pollution. So this air pollution, it not only affect the living things, but it also affect the non-living things. For example, the buildings, monuments, statues, they also get affected by this air pollution. How? We'll see. So the industry is located in and around the Agra. So the industries whichever located in and around the Agra, like the rubber processing industry, automobile industry, chemical industries, and especially there is this industry, there is Mathura oil refining industry, which is very close to the monument, that is Taj Mahal, which has been responsible for producing pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. So as I told you last class, that this sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are the major air pollutants. And these gases react with the water vapor. So now you all know that from the river and all, because of heat, the water evaporates, right? And those evaporates it in the form of vapor. These gases, they bind with those water vapors in the atmosphere and it forms acids, that is sulfuric acid, which is formed by sulfur dioxide when it combines with water, and nitric acid when it combines with nitrogen dioxide. These acids then falls down in the form of, along with the rain. So when the rain falls, these acids also come along with it, and that causes rain, and that makes the rain acidic as acid rain. So acid rain, it corrodes the marble of the monument, and because of this acid rain, the monument has changed color as it starts to corrode. Now you all know what corrosion is. Everyone has seen the nail, right? Nail, once you put it in water, once you dip it in water and keep it outside. Initially it was in silver color, right? Once it gets the moisture or the water vapor, it starts to change its color to brownish thing. That is corrosion. Similar thing happens with this marble. They also starts to corrode. So the white color marble, it starts to corrode. And this is also known as, and this phenomena where the corrosion occurs, it is also known as marble cancer. So it's also known as marble cancer. So some of the suspended particles, okay, along with this gas, there are particles like ashes and other particles which are also released. So these particles from the Mathura refinery oil, from the Mathura oil refinery has contributed towards the alloying of the marble. And because of these particles, the alloying of marble takes place. Okay. So the Supreme Court has now taken several steps to save the Taj Mahal. So one among it is that to switch the fuels used So all the fuels that are used in the industries as well as in the automobiles, the court has ordered to switch them to CNGs and LPGs. Okay, so all the gases which are used in the industries for their heating purposes, and the court has ordered them to convert those gases or use the gases like CNGs and LPGs, which are more effective than other gases. Like those are little bit less polluting. They decreases the pollutions. So moreover, the automobile should switch over to unleaded petrol in the Taj zone. So wherever that Taj Mahal is there, at that particular zone, the automobiles should use unleaded petrol. Unleaded petrols are the ones which do not cause any kind of pollutions. Now let's see what a greenhouse effect is. So you know that sun rays warm the earth's surface, right? The sun falls on the earth's surface, it warms the earth's surface. A part of the radiation that falls on the earth is absorbed by it, and few of them is reflected. So as you know that light, anyway, light, it falls, it's reflect. Some of it is absorbed, right? So some of them are absorbed, others are reflected. So similar thing happens with the sunlight. So sunlight, it falls on the earth's surface. Some of those radiations are absorbed by the earth, few of it is reflected. But this reflected radiations, it is trapped by the atmosphere. So these radiations are trapped by the atmosphere. If you have observed any greenhouse nurseries, the plant nurseries in your locality, what they do is the sunlight which enters the greenhouse nurseries, it is not allowed to move out or go out, and it keeps the entire greenhouse warm. Similar thing happens with the earth. So the sunlight, the radiations which enter the earth's surface, some is absorbed, the others are reflected. Those reflected are trapped inside the atmosphere, which keeps it, which keeps the earth warm and which is necessary for the life to survive. And because it follows something similar to the greenhouse, it is known as greenhouse effect. So it is known as greenhouse effect. So without this process, the life would not have been possible on Earth. So excess of carbon dioxide in air is one of the gases responsible for this effect. So carbon dioxide is the major gas which is responsible for this greenhouse effect. So you know carbon dioxide is one of the component of air. So as I told you last video that there are various gases present in the air, right? Like nitrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, argon. So among them, carbon dioxide is the major one which causes the greenhouse effect. So the role of carbon dioxide in plants, as you know that plants, they take carbon dioxide and they produce their own food, right? So, but if there is excess of carbon dioxide in the air, it acts as a pollutant. So once this carbon dioxide, whichever is released, is taken up by plants, so it is balanced. But if it is present in excess, it acts as a pollutant. So, on one hand, carbon dioxide is continuously being released by human beings. On the other hand, the area under forest is decreasing. Now, as you know, there is vast amount of plants or trees have been cut off. Like deforestation is taking place. As humans are building big buildings, construction companies, mining work, these and that. So there are various things which is going on. So we are clearing the major part of forest, which leads to the decrease in plants, trees, as they are the ones which take up this carbon dioxide and release the oxygen, which is essential for us. We release carbon dioxide continuously. As the population increasing, so as the population increases, similar thing happens. So the carbon dioxide level will also increase. But we are cutting off all the trees, which decreases the intake of this carbon dioxide by the plants. which causes the excess of carbon dioxide to remain in the atmosphere. That leads to the greenhouse effect. So, as I said, so the carbon dioxide is continuously being released by human activities. On the other hand, area under forest is decreasing. So plant utilize carbon dioxide from the atmosphere for photosynthesis, thereby decreasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. So deforestation leads to an increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in the air because the number of trees which consume carbon dioxide is reduced. So human activities thus contribute to the accumulation of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This results in this carbon dioxide is trapped inside the atmosphere. As a result, the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere is gradually increasing. This is called global warming. That's why carbon dioxide is the major gas which affects the which is responsible for the greenhouse effect. As we continuously release carbon dioxide, but is there is less amount of trees or plants which are there to take up this carbon dioxide. Hence, this carbon dioxide is accumulating, which leads to the warming of the earth, or which increases the earth's temperature, hence leading to the global warming. Other gases like methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor also contribute to the greenhouse effect, as they are also known as greenhouse gases. So they are also called as greenhouse gases. Global warming has become a major concern for governments worldwide. Many countries have reached an agreement to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. So Kyoto Protocol is one such agreement. So everyone has decided to reduce the global warming. They have stopped cutting the trees. Deforestation is stopped. Reforestation is done. In India, we celebrate one Mahotsav during every July, and we plant lots of trees so that it will reduce the greenhouse effect. And because of this greenhouse effect, the temperature of Earth increases. And due to this temperature increase, there is a news that says that Gangotri glaciers in the Himalayas has started melting because of global warming. Because of this temperature rise, the glacier from the Himalayas has started to melt. So what can be done to reduce this pollution? So there are many success stories in our fight against air pollution. So we have done many things to reduce this air pollution. For example, few years ago, if we observe Delhi, there were cities which were so much polluted with air. It was entirely choked with fumes released by automobiles running on diesels and petrols. So you could see everywhere smoke. Nothing can be seen, right? There were huge news about the pollution in Delhi. So what they have done is they have taken a decision to switch petrol and diesel to fuels like CNGs and unleaded petrols, where the pollution is decreased. These measures have resulted in the cleaner air for the city. So there are few other examples like to increase the quality of air at various locations. This is monitored by the government and other agencies, and they report this data every year to the public so that they could spread awareness among the friends and neighbors and tell them that the air is getting polluted. We should not do these things. So the awareness is generated. There is need to switch over to alternative fuels instead of the fossil fuels for energy requirements. So we can't burn fossils because they are the major source of carbon dioxides. And hence we have to use an alternative for them like solar energy, hydropower energy, wind energy. This can be used to generate electricity and apart from burning the fossil fuels. So small contributions on our part can make a huge difference in the state of the environment. So if we plant a tree every year, that can also lead to a big difference in the environment. So we can plant trees and nurture the ones already present in the neighborhood. So as I said, we celebrate Van Mahotsav where we plant lakhs of trees in the July month. So apart from that, there is one more thing that we have to pay attention to. If there is any dry leaves present in your garden and you are sweeping it and putting fire, don't put fire. That also causes the air to pollute. Instead of burning those leaves, you can make compost out of them. That is good for plants also. So you can dig a hole, put all those leaves inside them, put the soil and keep it there. They will decompose and form a manure for your plants also. So you can do that also. So in today's class, we have seen about the Taj Mahal, how Taj Mahal has become from the day it is built till now. It has been corroded, the color of the marble has changed. It is mainly because of the acid rain, which is caused by the pollution. And we have also seen what is a greenhouse effect. Then we have also seen about how we can prevent the air from getting polluted. So for our next video, we'll see about water pollution. Thank you for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.